Yes,
Am I
sir.
audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
No, my earphone was not working. It's okay now. Student, remind me after 5 to 10 minutes to add the latecomers, to admit the latecomers in the meeting. Okay. Now, today we have to finish this resultant of the parallel force system. I already told you that what is the procedure for finding the resultant of the parallel force system. I will repeat it once again here, but before that, here how to find out the moment of a force. Yeah. Now, according to the definition of the moment, here and this is also important, how to write down the side of any triangle. Okay. Then about the moment, according to the definition of the moment is the product of the force and the perpendicular distance. This perpendicular distance is the distance of the line of action of the force from the moment center. Moment center is the point where the moment being taken or with respect to which we are studying the turning effect produced by that force. That point is known as the moment center. Here, so that perpendicular distance is the distance of the line of action of the force here from the moment center. For vertical force, normally the perpendicular distance is horizontal, and for horizontal force, the perpendicular distance is vertical. You have to drop the perpendicular on the line of action of that force to get the perpendicular distance. Here, it is the shortest distance of the line of action of the force from the moment center. Okay. This is when the force is horizontal and vertical. Here, if the force is inclined, and if you want to find out the moment of that force, here, so you can do the same method. Here, you can calculate the perpendicular distance and you can take the moment. But I already yesterday told you that whenever the force is inclined, here sometimes it becomes difficult to find out the perpendicular distance. Clear? We have considered this example. Okay. This 10 Newton force is acting at point A. Inclined angle of 30 degree with horizontal. This distance is 5 meter. This distance is suppose 3 meter. This is the L-shaped body. Okay. Now we have to calculate the moment of this force here about the different point. Here then in yesterday lecture only I told you that whenever the force is inclined, here instead of finding the perpendicular distance of that force clear from the moment center, it is always better to resolve the force in two rectangular components and take the moment of that component to get the moment of the original force. Here resolve the force and take the moment of its component, because once we resolve the force, the combined effect of all the forces is equal to the effect of the original force, and that's why the moment of this original force, the turning effect produced by this original force can be equal to the summation of the moment produced by these two forces. Clear? That's why to take the moment of the original force, if it is inclined, then resolve the force and take the moment of its component. Here you have to take the summation of the moment of that component. Clear? And whenever we take the summation of the moment, here you have to use sign convention. You have to take the moment of the single force, no need to take the sign convention, but whenever you are adding the moment, because moment is a vector quantity, either you have to take the vector summation or you have to use the sign convention here if they are acting in the same direction. Here, now what is the sign convention for the moment? If it is a clockwise moment, you have to consider it as a negative. Clockwise moment is negative and anti-clockwise moment is positive. Okay, you have to use this sign convention to add the moments. Here, for example, now to take the moment of this 10 Newton force, I'm going to resolve this force at point A. You have to resolve. According to the principle of transmissibility, you can resolve the force anywhere. But for taking the moment, you can resolve it anywhere. But assume this both the components at such a point whose distance is known to you from the moment center. यार मोमेंट सेंटर से वो पॉइंट का डिस्टेंस पता रहना चाहिए यार. So I know I have to take the moment about point O. So I know the distance of that point point A from O. So I will resolve it here. Even if you resolve it here, you have to assume this both the components at this point. Yeah, so this vertical component becomes 10 sine 30 and this horizontal component becomes 10 cos 30. I hope all of you are comfortable with this resolution. Any difficulty in resolution?
So explain once again.
No, sir.
Resolution. Listen, how to resolve the force into rectangular component. इसमें डिफिकल्टी है कि अगर ये एंगल 30 है तो ये एंगल 30 हो जाएगा, अल्टरनेट एंगल. एंड आई टोल्ड यू दैट द कंपोनेंट एडजेसेंट टू द गिवन एंगल is always a cos component. That's why this component will be 10 cos 30 and this is 10 sin 30. I've written it here. Okay, here. So resolve the force at any particular point on the line of action of the force and then take the moment of its components. Here ये दोनों here moment of this original force of 10 Newton about point O equal to the summation of the moment of components. Actually, this is only the variance theorem, principle of moment. Here, I will explain the principle of moments in another way, but in fact, this is only the principle of moment. Clear? Now, what is the moment of summation of the moment of the component? Take the moment of this both the components. Clear? Now, out of these two, what is the moment of this 10 cos 30 about O?
0.
It will be 0 because in that case the perpendicular distance is 0. Whenever the line of action of the force passes through the moment center, the moment of that force becomes 0. Then moment of this 10 sin 30 about point O, it produces a clockwise moment. Here, so it is 10 sin 30 is the force into its perpendicular distance. Clear? For vertical force, normally the perpendicular distance is horizontal, which is 5. So this 10 sin 30 into 5 is the perpendicular distance. Either you show the negative because it is clockwise here, or write down the magnitude and show the sense of rotation clockwise. Here, but whenever you are showing the correct sense of rotation, the magnitude should be positive. Just similar like fx and fy, summation of fx and summation of fy. At that time also I told you that whenever you are showing the correct direction, here the magnitude should be always positive. Okay, here, so either you have to write it minus 10 sin 30 into 5 without this notation, or if you show this notation, don't show the sign. Okay, so the moment of this force about point O is equal to 10 sin 30 into 5 clockwise. Here, even if you calculate the perpendicular distance, you are going to get the same answer. Now to calculate the moment of this 10 Newton force about point B. Again, to take the moment of this force about 10 Newton force about point O, instead of finding this perpendicular distance, I will take the moment of this component. Here, now I will keep this component here itself. I will assume this component acting at point A only. I will resolve the force at point A only, because from this point B, now B is the moment center. I know the vertical distance of this point A as well as I know the horizontal distance of this point A also. Okay, yes, so the moment of this original force about point B is equal to the moment of this two component about point B. Now tell me what is the moment of this 10 cos 30 about point B? Now it produces a clockwise moment. Move in the direction of the force and turn towards the moment center. Moment center is below that force. Clear? So it is clockwise. Since it is clockwise, it is minus because we have to take the summation of the moment of these two. Yeah, so you have to use the sign convention. Yeah, so it is minus 10 cos 30. ये minus क्यों आया समझ में आया क्या? Have you understood that why it is minus?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because it's in clockwise direction.
It is in clockwise direction. Correct. Yeah, so it is minus 10 cos 30 into, this is the force, into perpendicular distance. How much is the perpendicular distance of this 10 cos 30? The perpendicular distance from B. Now B is the moment center. Okay, so we have to take the perpendicular distance of this line of action of the force from B. So horizontal force के लिए perpendicular distance ये vertical रहेगा. So how much is this perpendicular distance? It is 3 meter. This distance is 3 meter. Yeah, so इसका moment हो गया 10 cos 30. एक component का moment हो गया. Now take the summation of the, take the moment of the next component. Now the moment of this 10 sin 30 about point B. Now it produces a clockwise moment again. Move in the direction of the force and turn toward the moment center. So it is clockwise moment. That's why it is minus. Here it is minus 10 sin 30 into how much is the perpendicular distance for this 10 sin 30. If you extend the line of action for this line of action, the perpendicular distance is this horizontal distance, which is equal to this. So which is equal to phi. Here, if you simplify this, you will get the moment of this 10 Newton force about point B. So the conclusion is that whenever the force is inclined, instead of finding its perpendicular distance, better you resolve this force and take the moment. I hope this one is clear. Clear?
Yes, sir.
अभी देखो ये जो कंसेप्ट है मोमेंट ऑफ द इंक्लाइन फोर्स आपको पैरेलल फोर्स में तो नहीं लगेगा, लेकिन जनरल फोर्स में लगेगा आपको. You required it in general force system. Okay. Now hope all of you are comfortable with the moment of the force. Clear? ये दो तीन कंसेप्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, resolution and moment. Okay. Now what is the principle of moment or Varignon's theorem? Let's consider now this principle of moment is applicable to locate the position of the resultant. Here, and it is required for parallel force system as well as in general force system. If I consider this as a one general force system which is neither concurrent nor parallel, let this point is O, A, B, C. Let this is F1, F2, F3 and F4. Okay, here. Now we can calculate the resultant of these four systems. Here, first four steps of resultant are similar to the concurrent force system. First step resolve. Second step find summation of fx, summation of fy, then r alpha. ये steps same है. इससे आपको मैग्नीट्यूड एंड डायरेक्शन ऑफ द रिजल्टेंट भी पता चलेगा और वो कौन से क्वाड्रेंट में एक्ट होता है वो भी पता चल जाएगा. क्लियर? बट इन केस ऑफ अ जनरल फोर्स सिस्टम ये जो रिजल्टेंट है, क्लियर, यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट इट्स पॉइंट ऑफ एप्लीकेशन आल्सो इन केस ऑफ जनरल एज वेल एज इन केस ऑफ पैरेलल फोर्स सिस्टम. इसको आपको पॉइंट ऑफ एप्लीकेशन फाइंड आउट करने का है. नाउ टू फाइंड आउट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ एप्लीकेशन, here you can calculate the point of application with respect to any point if it is not mentioned. Here, and to find out the point of application, we are going to find out its perpendicular distance of the line of action of the resultant from that particular point. अगर O से पूछेंगे तो ये D डिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट करेंगे, अगर A से पूछेंगे तो ये D1 डिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट करेंगे. Here, or with respect to the A, sometimes it is also asked from with respect to O. Let's consider this as a horizontal x-axis, let this as a vertical x-axis, y-axis. So sometimes instead of asking this perpendicular distance, it is asked find out the point of intersection of the resultant with x-axis with respect to O. Means it is asked to find out the x-intercept of the resultant. This is the x-intercept. This is y-intercept. Okay. Here, this is the perpendicular distance of the resultant. This is x-intercept of the resultant. This is y-intercept of the resultant. Here, so you have to read the question carefully. कि exactly क्या पूछा है. If nothing is mentioned clearly, directly calculate this perpendicular distance D. Hello, whose mic is on? Switch on the mic. Switch off the mic. So sometimes it is asked to calculate the perpendicular distance or x-intercept of the resultant or y-intercept of the resultant. Here, but to find out this position of the resultant, we are going to use the Varignon's theorem. Here, yesterday only told you that what is the use of Varignon's theorem. So in case of a general and parallel force system, to locate the position of the resultant, here we use the Varignon's theorem. इसका mic on है. Okay. So to calculate the position of the resultant, we are going to use the Varignon's theorem. So what is the Varignon's theorem? Now, simple hai. Varignon's theorem is very simple. Now, before explaining you the Varignon's theorem, let me come back again the resultant. Then I explain you the resultant. Resultant क्या है? Resultant is a single equivalent force which produces the same effect as that number of forces producing on the body. ये single force है जो ये सब forces का same result produce करता है, effect produce करता है. So this is a single equivalent force. Clear? So what is Varignon's theorem? So Varignon's theorem states that here the algebraic summation of the moment of all forces about any point algebraic summation of the moment of all forces about any point. Now you know how to take the moment of this F1 about O, F2 about O, F3 about O, and F4 about O. You have to take the summation of the moment of all forces about any point is equal to the moment of their resultant about same point in magnitude as well as direction. क्लियर, मतलब ये सब चारों फोर्सेस मिलके जितना मोमेंट प्रोड्यूस करेंगे उतना ही मोमेंट रिजल्टेंट प्रोड्यूस करेगा. क्लियर, अगर चारों फोर्सेस टुगेदर प्रोड्यूस द क्लॉकवाइज मोमेंट देन रिजल्टेंट हैज टू प्रोड्यूस द क्लॉकवाइज मोमेंट बिकॉज़ द रिजल्टेंट इज अ सिंगल इक्विवेलेंट फोर्स. क्लियर. So Varigdan's theorem states that the algebraic summation of the moment of all forces about any point is equal to the moment of their resultant about the same point. Here again, here I can write it algebraic summation of the moment of all forces about any point. Let's select that point as O. Here is equal to the moment of their resultant about the same point O. This is the moment of their resultant about the same point O. Here now, if the magnitude of the resultant is R, which we have calculated here, and if its perpendicular distance from O is D, then what will be the moment of the resultant about point O? If the magnitude of the resultant is R and its perpendicular distance from O is D, then what will be the magnitude of the resultant? Sorry, what will be the moment of the resultant?
minus RD.
Minus RD. Here it is R into D, minus because it is clockwise. Here अभी देखो, I am not considering that negative sign because if according to the Varigdan's theorem, अगर ये resultant clockwise moment produce करता है तो ये सब summation भी clockwise ही होगा, मतलब इधर भी negative आएगा, इधर भी negative आएगा, right? Okay, so I am ignoring that negative sign. So the moment of the resultant about point O is R into D. Here, or you can take it in mod. Here, so from this one, here this perpendicular distance of the resultant D can be written as mod of algebraic summation of the moment of all forces about point O upon R. Am I right? This perpendicular distance D of the resultant equal to summation of MO of all the forces about upon R. This gives you the, this is the Varigdan's theorem. Here while solving the sum, हम लोग ये equation लिखने वाले हैं और इससे perpendicular distance calculate करने वाले हैं. Clear? Any difficulty? Now listen, this is the perpendicular distance of the resultant from O. From O. अगर आपको it is asked in the question to find out the perpendicular distance of the resultant from A, then you have to take the moment about point A, not about O. जो this point से आपको resultant का distance calculate करने का है, you are supposed to take the moment about that point. You are supposed to use the Varigdan's theorem with respect to that point. Clear? So moment of the resultant about point A become R into D1. So that D1 becomes summation of moment about point A upon R. तो जहां पे moment लिया, जो point पे moment लिया, वहां से आपको distance मिल जाएगा. If it is mentioned clearly, take the moment about that point. If it is not mentioned clearly, you are free to take the moment about any point. Means you are free to find out the perpendicular distance of the resultant with respect to any point. Understood Varigdan's theorem? Any doubt?
No, sir.
So, what is the use of Varigdan's theorem? Varigdan's theorem is used to find out the position or perpendicular distance of the resultant with respect to any point in case of a general and parallel force system. Concurrent force system में इसका जरूरत नहीं है. Here, and it states that the algebraic summation of the moment of all forces about any point is equal to the moment of the resultant about the same point. So to solve the sum of general force system, कौन सा steps रहेगा? Resolve, find summation of fx, summation of fy, r, alpha, show resultant act in which quadrant. Here, उसके बाद में to find out the distance of position of the resultant, you have to use Varigdan's theorem. And to use Varigdan's theorem, the first step is take the summation of the moment of all forces about any point is equal to R into D. Clear? And you have to calculate this and equate it with R into D. Here you will get that D. Understood? These are the steps to solve the sum on general force system. And in case of a parallel force system, no need to resolve. ये दोनों में से एक ही कैलकुलेट करने का है, इधर समेशन ऑफ fx और समेशन ऑफ fy, बिकॉज दूसरा जीरो रहेगा बिकॉज फोर्सेस आर पैरेलल. then R equal to that sigma F, maybe sigma Fx or sigma Fi, no need to calculate alpha and use Varigdal theorem. Because in case of a parallel force system, the line of action of the resultant always parallel to the line of action of the forces. Understood? Any doubt?
No.
Okay. Now we'll solve the questions. We'll solve the sum number 12. Sum number 12 and 13. दो questions solve करेंगे on resultant of parallel force system. Sum number 12. Okay, parallel force system का देखो question bank में turn 3-4 pages and go on page sum number 12. Here one horizontal rod is there, and on this horizontal rod a few forces are acting. One force is vertically downward, 200 Newton, acting at point A, and at point B vertically upward, which is 500 Newton. Then at point C vertically downward, it is 350 Newton. Then 150 Newton at point D. And then at point E again vertically upward, which is 200 Newton at point E. This distance is 2 meter. This is 2.5 meter. This is 4.5 meter. And this is 3 meter. This one force system is given, and it is asked determine the resultant of the following system of forces shown in the figure and locate the position. And now in the question only it is asked to locate the position with respect to which point you are supposed to locate the position of the resultant. It is not given. So we'll locate the position of the resultant with respect to the point A. Okay. Now, since it is a parallel force system, in this parallel force system, no need to resolve the forces. Clear? You have to find out summation of F. And in this case, since all forces are vertical, this summation of F equal to summation of Fi, because in this case, summation of Fx is equal to 0. Now, which is equal to, it is minus 200, use the proper sign convention to add the forces, plus 500, minus 350. I hope all of you are comfortable with this. Y plus and Y
Yes,
minus,
sir.
or which one is plus and which one is minus. Clear? Calculate this.
300.
300 Newton. Positive. Here this positive sign indicate that it is vertically upward because it is summation of Fi. Here, and then in parallel force system R equal to summation of F. So for this force system, the magnitude of the resultant is equal to 300 Newton, which act vertically upward. If this would have been a negative, the resultant would have been in downward direction. Yeah, so this is the magnitude of the resultant. Very simple in parallel force system. So we got the magnitude as well as we got the direction. Alpha calculate करने का जरूरत नहीं है. This resultant is parallel to the line of action of these forces. So it is vertical and vertically upward. So magnitude of the resultant is 300 Newton acting vertically upward direction. Any doubt? यहाँ पे magnitude और direction
No,
मिल
sir.
गया. Now in case of a parallel force system, along with this magnitude and direction, we have to find out कि ये resultant ये body पे कहाँ पे act होगा. What will be the point of application of this resultant? Here, यहाँ पे होगा, यहाँ पे होगा, कहाँ पे होगा? So I am assuming that this resultant is acting at this point. Here, this is the resultant. Don't show. This is the resultant. For your understanding, I am showing. We have to calculate that कि ये कहाँ पे show, कहाँ पे act होता है. Here, and let this perpendicular distance from A is D. So ये perpendicular distance calculate करने के लिए क्या use करने का है हम लोगों को? What do you have to use? Varignon's theorem. Correct. Varignon's theorem. Clear? So using Varignon's theorem. Using Varignon's theorem. Okay. What is Varignon's theorem? Now, since we are calculating the perpendicular distance or distance of the resultant from point A, so we'll use the Varignon's theorem at point A. Algebraic summation of the moment of all forces about point A equal to R into D. ऐसे लिखो R into D. Means this D is the perpendicular distance of the resultant from A. Here, so perpendicular distance of resultant from A, which is equal to mod of summation of MA upon R. Here, because this summation of the moment may be positive or negative. Here, अगर mod नहीं लेने का है तो सिर्फ उसका magnitude ले लो. Understood? Clear? So this is the perpendicular distance of the resultant D from A. So let for that calculate the this MA algebraic summation of the moment of all forces about point A. Calculate karo. How much is that? Let's start one by one. You have to tell me what is the moment, and for finding the summation of the moment, let's consider anti-clockwise moment positive. Okay. Now let's start from left. Now tell me what is the moment of this 200 Newton force about point A?
0.
0. Yeah. Now अभी देखो इसके सब फोर्सेस वर्टिकल है, सो नो नीड टू रिजॉल्व. वर्टिकल और हॉरिजॉन्टल फोर्सेस है तो मोमेंट लेने के लिए रिजॉल्व करने का जरूरत नहीं है. इफ द फोर्स इज इंक्लाइंड देन ओनली रिजॉल्व. ओके. Then what is the moment of this 500 Newton force about point A? Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
15,000.
It is clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Anti.
It is anti-clockwise. So according to our sign convention, it is plus. Here, and force is 500 into perpendicular distance is 3. This is the moment of the first force, right? What is the moment of 350 Newton force about point A? Moving the direction of the force and turn toward the moment center. So it is clockwise. Clockwise is according to our sign convention, it is minus. It is 350 into how much is perpendicular distance?
7.5.
You have to take the perpendicular distance from A. So ये पूरा distance लगेगा. So 3 plus 4.5, it is 7.5. Here listen once again. The moment of this 500 Newton force is positive and moment of this 350 Newton force is negative. This once again, ये plus और ये minus. क्यों है? Because this 500 Newton force producing the anti-clockwise moment, so according to our sign convention it is plus, whereas this force produces the clockwise moment, that's why it is minus. ये plus इसलिए नहीं है कि ये force upward है, या तो ये minus इसलिए नहीं है कि ये force downward है. Okay, in equation of the moment, the sign convention plus and minus you have to use for the moment and not for the forces. Forces का sign convention summation of fx और summation of fy में आएगा. When you take the summation or algebraic summation of the forces, here उसमें forces का summation sign convention आएगा. Moment के equation में moment का sign convention, force का नहीं. Then what is the moment of this 150 Newton force about point A? It produces the anti-clockwise moment. So according to our sign convention, it is plus. Here it is 150 into perpendicular distance of the line of action of this 150 Newton force from A. How much is that? 2.5 plus 4.5, 7, 7 plus 3, 10. Okay. Is that correct?
Yes.
Then moment of this 200 Newton force about point A. It produces the anti-clockwise moment, so it is plus. Here it is 200 into how much is the perpendicular distance of this 200 Newton force from A?
12.
10 tha, ये plus 2. It is 12. Here now calculate this and tell me how much is the moment of all the forces about point A.
2775.
2775. Forces are in Newton, distances are in meter. So this will be in Newton meter. And it is positive. So according to our sign convention, all the forces together produce the anti-clockwise moment about point A. This is summation of MA. Understood? Any doubt? Now the perpendicular distance of the resultant. Here we know that this summation of MA equal to R into D. So this D equal to summation of MA upon R, which is equal to 2775 upon the magnitude of the resultant is 300. So you will get the perpendicular distance from A. How much? कितना है? How much is this?
9.25.
9.25 Newton. Sorry, meter. This is the distance here, and this is the distance which should always positive. Here even sometimes it is clockwise और ये negative आया तो ये mod में ले लो. Here या तो सिर्फ उसका magnitude ले लो, but distance should be always positive. So the perpendicular distance of the resultant from A is 9.25 meter. Here this is the distance from A. Now, whenever you will calculate this distance, whether it is a general force system or parallel force system, ये distance calculate करने के लिए ये resultant ये figure पे मत दिखाओ. यार यहाँ पे एक simplified figure draw करो. ये rod है आपका. यार this is the point A, and the resultant is acting vertically upward at a distance of 9.25 meter from A. Now listen. This is the point A. Now we know that the resultant is acting vertically upward. इसका magnitude है 300 Newton and perpendicular distance from A is 9.25. So जितना मैंने बोला ये दोनों forces वो all the conditions satisfied करते हैं. Both are vertically upward, both are 300 Newton, both are at a distance of 9.25 meter from A. Clear? Now the question is, out of that two forces which are shown, which one is the resultant? It means in other case I would like to ask you whether the resultant is lies on right hand side or left hand side of A.
Right hand side.
Right hand side. Why? Why the resultant is on right hand side? Why not on left hand side?
Direction.
कौन सा direction?
Sir,
कौन सा
all
direction?
the four forces are to the left. Oh, sorry, right.
Why? Right तो बोल दिया उसने कि मुझे reason चाहिए. Why? You are right. Right side में act होगा with respect to A. You are right. Why? Reason. बोलो आप लोग राइट बोल रहे हैं, कुछ तो रीजन
सर
होगा.
वो एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में ना, सो दैट्स व्हाई वो राइट साइड में मूव करता है जब हम लोग एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में जाते हैं.
हाँ, yeah. The reason is that according to the Varignon's theorem, Varignon's theorem states that all the forces, Varignon's theorem states that the algebraic summation of the moment of all forces about any point is equal to the moment of their resultant about the same point. अगर सब forces anti-clockwise moment produce करते हैं तो resultant has to produce the anti-clockwise moment. And here we observe that all forces are producing the anti-clockwise moment about point A. If all forces produce the anti-clockwise moment, resultant must produce the anti-clockwise moment here, and this resultant which is acting vertically upward here, to produce it anti-clockwise moment about point A, it must be on right side of A. Okay, here, so you have to use the logic. If all forces are producing the anti-clockwise moment, resultant must produce the anti-clockwise moment, and to produce its anti-clockwise moment and acting upward, so it has to be on right hand side here at a distance of 9.25 meter from A. Means resultant of this force system will be somewhere here. यहाँ पे होगा कुछ तो भी resultant. Yeah, so instead of these five forces, if I want to use a single force which produces the same effect on this body, it has to be at a distance of 9.25 meter vertically upward. Any doubt? Have understood this?
Yes, sir.
Now next time say don't forget any of the step from this. Clear? Any of the step. जनरल फोर्स सिस्टम में भी यही स्टेप्स आएंगे. जनरल फोर्स सिस्टम में खाली इसमें चेंजेस आएगा. क्लियर? उसमें समेशन ऑफ एफ एक्स भी आएगा, एफ वाई भी आएगा, आर और अल्फा नॉर्मल कॉन्फ्रेंस जैसा उसका प्रोसीजर रहेगा. ओके, क्लियर? नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व द लास्ट सम नंबर 13, और उसके बाद में अपना पैरेलल फोर्स सिस्टम फिनिश हो जाएगा. उसके बाद में जनरल फोर्स सिस्टम के लिए यू हैव टू शिफ्ट टू योर रिस्पेक्टिव ब्रांचेस डिवीजन. ओके, और वहां पे सब डिवीजन में अभी रिजल्टेंट ऑफ जनरल फोर्स सिस्टम स्टार्ट होगा. टीचर में भी डिफरेंट, क्लियर, लेकिन जनरल फोर्स सिस्टम स्टार्ट होगा. नाउ सम नंबर 13. क्लियर? इन सम नंबर 13 one circular body is given. Okay, and on this circular body two forces are given. One force is acting horizontally towards left, its magnitude is 80 Newton. Incline at angle of, now it's point of contact is on the rim of that circular wheel, and if you join this rim with the center, means this radial line incline at angle of 30 degrees. Here this radial line is inclined at angle of 60 degree, and on this point on the rim one force is acting towards left, its magnitude is 100 Newton. This angle is 45 and this force is acting towards left 50 Newton, and here again 30 degree 150 Newton. This angle is 30 degree. Yeah, so these four forces are acting on this circular body. Determine the resultant and locate its position with respect to O. You have to locate the position of the resultant with respect to O, means you have to take the moment of all these forces about point O. and the radius of this wheel is 50 centimeter. Radius of the wheel is 50 centimeter. Okay, here let's denote this point as A, B, C, and D. You have to find out its resultant. Here, the first step now, if you observe the force system is a parallel force system. Since it's a parallel force system, no need to resolve them. Here you have to calculate summation of F, and here all forces are acting along x-axis, so it is summation of Fx. In this question, summation of Fy is 0. So this summation of Fx equal to, now for this sign convention is force acting towards right positive, means towards left negative. So it is minus 80, minus 100, minus 150, sorry, minus 50 plus 150. So this 150, 150 get cancelled. The answer is minus 80 Newton. Okay, this minus sign indicate that summation of all the forces together is towards left. But whenever you are showing the correct direction, the magnitude should be always positive. Clear? Then in parallel force system, R equal to summation of F, means the magnitude of the resultant is 80 Newton acting towards left. We got the magnitude and direction of the resultant. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Now we have to find out the position of this resultant. ये जो resultant है, which is horizontally towards left, ये O के ऊपर आएगा या नीचे आएगा, कितने distance पे आएगा? Clear? So that we have to find out now. Clear? And for that we have to use the Varignon theorem. Clear? Using Varignon theorem. Now since we have to find out the distance of the resultant with respect to O, so let's take the moment of all forces about point O. Okay. Now here the forces are again horizontal and vertical. So means horizontal only. So no need to resolve them. Resolve सिर्फ inclined forces को करने का. Understood? Here. So here we are going to solve. We are going to take the moment. Now let's start from this 80 Newton force, and we are going to take the moment about this point. Yeah. So what will be the moment of this 80 Newton force about point O? First clockwise or anti-clockwise? We are taking anti-clockwise moment positive. So this force is producing the anti-clockwise moment, so it is plus, right? Now, what will be the moment of this 80 Newton force? This radial distance is 50 centimeter. So, is it 80 into 50 आएगा क्या? Is it 80 into 50 force into perpendicular distance?
No.
No, because 50 is not a perpendicular distance. Okay, for your understanding, I am drawing it here. So, this is the inclined line. 30 डिग्री, दिस डिस्टेंस इज 50 सेंटीमीटर एंड फोर्स यहाँ पे एक्ट हो रहा है. ठीक है, तो ये पॉइंट से ये फोर्स का ये परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस नहीं रहेगा. परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस तो ये रहेगा, तो इसका लाइन एक्सटेंड किया तो ये परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस रहेगा. यू हैव टू एक्सटेंड द लाइन ऑफ एक्शन एंड ड्रॉप अ परपेंडिकुलर फ्रॉम द मोमेंट सेंटर. तो ये परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस रहेगा, ये नहीं. क्लियर? और दिस डिस्टेंस इज इक्वल टू दिस डिस्टेंस, मतलब ये डिस्टेंस परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस रहेगा. राइट? समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
Yes,
yeah, so now in this right angle triangle, listen, in this right angle triangle, this become right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, this 50 centimeter become the hypotenuse, and with respect to this 30 degree, this perpendicular side is the opposite side. मतलब hypotenuse पता है, with respect to this angle, I want a opposite side. So मैंने yesterday बोला था, अगर आपको hypotenuse पता है, so with respect to that angle, अगर आपको opposite side calculate करने का है, तो you have to multiply that hypotenuse by sine. Understood? मतलब ये अपोजिट साइड कितना होगा?
25.
50 sin 30. Directly 25 also you can write. Here you know that in right angle triangle the side opposite to the 30 degrees is half of the hypotenuse. Right? Yes. That also you can write, and you can directly write 25, but this is the normal method you can use slope. So it is 80 into 50 sin 30. Any doubt? समझ में आया क्या? ज्योमेट्री समझ में आया क्या?
Yes, sir.
यार तो भाई कल से बोल रहा हूँ कि ये देखो कर्व स्टैटिक, ये ट्रायंगल का ये मतलब आपको परफेक्ट आना चाहिए, बिकॉज एवरी टाइम वी कांट राइट कि इन ट्रायंगल ओ ए बी sin 30 इक्वल टू अपोजिट साइड अपॉन हाइपोटेनस, सो अपोजिट साइड इक्वल टू 50 sin 30, इतना नहीं लिख सकते. ऐसे हम लोगों को एक एक सम में 5-5, 6-6 डिस्टेंसेस लिखने के, तो आपको फटाफट आना चाहिए वो डिस्टेंस लिखना. And no need to give any explanation. Nobody is going to ask you कि इसका explanation दे दो कि 50 sin 30 कैसे आया. पेपर में, ओरल में पूछ सकते हैं. Okay. Then this 100 Newton moment about point O, it produces the anti-clockwise moments of plus 100 into perpendicular distance. अभी 100 Newton का perpendicular distance from O से ये vertical distance आएगा. ये नहीं तो ये, both are same. Now again in this right angle triangle with respect to this angle, given angle, this is the opposite side. तो ये कितना आएगा, ये परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस 100 न्यूटन का,
√3.
इट इज 50 sin 60. आपके पास अभी कैलकुलेटर है, कल ही मैंने बोला था आपको, वो √3 एंड √3/2 एंड 1/2, क्लियर, वो डोंट यूज दैट. ओके क्लियर, राइट इन टर्म्स ऑफ साइन एंड कॉस एंड ऑल दिस थिंग here, because अभी आपको याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, you know, but sorry, you have the calculator to calculate that sin 60 and all that thing. So moment of this 100 Newton is 100 into 50 sin 60. Here it is anti-clockwise, that's why positive. Now the moment of this 50 Newton force about point O, it producing the clockwise moment. If it move towards in the direction of the force and turn toward the moment center is above this point, so it is clockwise. Since it is clockwise, so it is minus. Force is 50. Now tell me how much is perpendicular distance from O. Here from O, the perpendicular distance of this 50 Newton force is this vertical distance. How much is this? It is 50 sin 45. Opposite side है तो sin, adjacent है तो cos. So this is 50 sin 45. And the moment of this 150 about point O is anti-clockwise, so it is plus 150 into its perpendicular distance is this vertical distance, which is 50 sin 30 again. Clear? Simplify this, you will get the moment. यार एक ही स्टेप में सब कैलकुलेशन हो जाएगा. ओके, टाइप दिस इक्वेशन एज इट इज, 80 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 50 sin 30 प्लस 100 into 50 sin 60 minus 50 into 50 sin 45 plus 150 into 50 sin 30. कितना है आपका आंसर? हाउ मच इज योर आंसर? किसी का आंसर नहीं आया? हेलो,
8312.3.
कितना आंसर आया?
8312.36.
Newton centimeter, because forces are in Newton, distances are in centimeter, so it is Newton centimeter, and it is positive. This positive means all the forces together produce the anti-clockwise moment about point O. Anti-clockwise moment consider as the positive. Okay, so all forces producing the anti-clockwise moment about point O. Then according to the Valentin's theorem, this summation of MO equal to R into D. So this D equal to summation of MO upon R. So which is equal to 8312.36 upon 80. So this is the perpendicular distance of the resultant. कितना? 103.9 Newton centimeter. करेक्ट है क्या? हाँ, it is correct. Answer, given answers are correct. Okay. Now, it means that to produce the same effect as the four forces producing on the body, the resultant must act at a distance of 103.9 centimeter from O. So show the position of the resultant. This is the point O. Resultant is acting horizontally. Listen, what I am thinking. Resultant is acting horizontally towards left and producing the anti-clockwise moment. अगर ये left है तो anti-clockwise moment produce करता है तो it has to be above point O. O के ऊपर ही आना चाहिए. So this is the resultant which is equal to 80 Newton at a distance of 103.9 centimeter from O. Clear? Finally आपको ऐसे figure दिखाने का है. Only this much. Simplified figure. Clear? No need to draw even that circle also. Clear? Circle का diameter 50 radius 50 centimeter ही है. Clear? And resultant is acting at a distance of 103. Clear? 0.9 centimeter. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि रिजल्टेंट हवा में आएगा. ओके, अगर ऐसा सिचुएशन क्रिएट करने का है, क्लियर, कि बाय अप्लाइंग द सिंगल फोर्स वी हैव टू प्रोड्यूस द सेम इफेक्ट ऑन दिस बॉडी, क्लियर, तो आपको यहाँ पे कुछ तो भी ये अप्लाई अरेंजमेंट करना पड़ेगा एंड देन यू हैव टू अप्लाई दैट फोर्स ऑन दैट सो दैट द फोर्स अल्टीमेटली एक्ट ऑन दिस व्हील. Clear? But no need to do that. It is enough to show this much. Clear? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Any doubt? Okay. Now the concept of this parallel force system will get more clear after the general force system. Okay. Here this much is enough for time being. Here जनरल फोर्स सिस्टम का सम सॉल्व होने के बाद में और पैरेलल फोर्स सिस्टम का सम सॉल्व करो कुछ, बट एटलीस्ट दिस मच यू शुड नो। या ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस नहीं सॉल्व किया तो भी चलेगा, ये सिंपल सिंपल सम्स एंड बेसिक प्रोसीजर आपको आना चाहिए। अंडरस्टूड?
Yes, sir.
Lecture over. Sir told us to wait.
Sir said not to leave on Telegram message.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Rule number 1, Arya, Abhishek, Aditya.
Present, sir.
Aditya Birad are present.
Yes, sir.
Aditya Bhandare. Aditya Prem Prajapati.
Present, sir.
Advait Alinkal. Advait. Harshal Ahire.
Present, sir.
Pradeep Aldar. Hello. Matre Arya. Arya Matre. विनय तिवारी,
Present, sir.
शगुन आंबवले,
Present, sir.
अमेय चंद्रकांत चौधरी,
प्रेजेंट सर।
आनंद गलिप्पन,
प्रेजेंट सर।
किधर था रे? कितना टाइम माइक चालू था?
हाँ सर।
योर माइक was on and you were doing something else.
नो सर, मेरा तो
Yes,
मेरे
मैंने म्यूट किया आपका माइक।
गलती से हो गया रहेगा।
अनुष्का,
Present, sir.
अर्जुन,
प्रेजेंट सर।
आर्यन कोरे,
सर अभी वो लेक्चर की स्टार्टिंग में हो गया था ऐसे माइक का।
मीन ड्यूरिंग द लेक्चर हुआ था। चलो छोड़ो, जाने दो। आर्यन कोरे, आर्यन पाटिल, आशुतोष सिंह, आवाज दौलत, आयुषी बिसेन,
Present, sir.
बंडगर पूजा,
Present, sir.
श्वेतांग बंडगर,
प्रेजेंट सर।
नील बारी, सुमित बारखड़े, भावना,
Present, sir.
हर्षल भामरे, सिद्धेश ठक्करकर,
प्रेजेंट सर।
निशांत,
Present.
पुष्पक, किरण भाटी, संदेश भवर, भाव्या, अमन विश्वकर्मा, भाविशा भोईर, शिवराज भोपालपुर,
Sir, roll number 2 is present.
शिवराज भोपलापुर present.
मुकेश बिल्ला,
प्रेजेंट सर।
भोपलापुर present.
यश बिरंजे, सोहम बिरवाड़कर,
Present, sir.
प्रतिमा बोम्बे,
Present, sir.
प्रेजेंट सर। प्रेजेंट सर।
Sir, roll number 2 was present.
अरे माफ किया, किधर था मैं? अटेंडेंस लिया था।
Sir 38 present.
Sir, actually गलती से मैं निकल गया मीटिंग से, इसके लिए बात नहीं कर पाया।
ओके। जागृति, बोरसे, पूजा चाफेकर, कराळे चैतन्य, संजय चालके, भावेश चतुर्वेदी, मानस चौबड़,
Present sir.
कुणाल चौधरी, मृदुल चौधरी,
Present sir.
कृष्णा चौहान,
Present, sir.
यशिता चौहान, ओम हरि चके, सूर्य नारायण चौधरी, आफ्ताब दाफेदार, सोहम डहाणूकर,
प्रेजेंट सर।
कशिश दळवी,
Present, sir.
Aryan Darade, Astha Darekar, Dhruv Das, Sanket Das,
Present, sir.
Vinayak Devre,
Present, sir.
Khushi Sinha,
Present, sir.
Kashish Bhanushali, Omkar Bhikle,
Present, sir.
Aditya Bobde,
Present, sir.
Abhinav Desai,
Present, sir.
Akash Divakar, Vipul Bhoir,
Present, sir.
Yatin Chauhan, Yatin, and Meghna Chauhan. Yes, Omkar,
Sir,
what happened?
sir,
Huh?
sir, my roll number 30 is present.
Roll number 30.
Roll number
Okay.
30.
I mark you present. Okay.
Sir, roll number 26.
Sir, roll number 38. Sir, roll number 38.
Roll number 38. Roll number 38 part of Soham present. Huh?
Sir, roll number 26.
Sir, roll number 64.
Roll number 64.
Sir,
Present. हो गया.
Sir, roll number 26.
Sir, roll number 37.
Roll number 36. Present.
Sir, roll number 35 present.
35 present.
39.
Okay.
Sir, roll number
Sir, roll number
26.
21.
अरे अभी ज्वाइन हो गए क्या आप लोग? 26 present. 63 is also present. Okay. Now you can leave. Thank you very much. From next week, you may be in some another division. Okay, so from next week, your mechanics will start with the result of general force system. Okay, you have to attend your lectures as per your new division. Okay.